Hey everyone, Pupscrew here. Today in Warframe, we're going to be talking about why exactly does everybody hate the update. Let me know down below, overall, if you liked Angels of the Zariman, if you hated it, if you did hate it, and, you know, if you want to, what parts of the update did you not like? As a lot changed, a lot got swapped around, and a lot of people got really angry about a lot of it. There's a ton of bigger things, smaller things. You know, we're not going to talk about everything in this video because everyone could probably find like something wrong with every little thing. So let's talk about it. First off, I know a lot of people have been having a ton of issues with the new Xmas units, right? The new Xmas units, they're really strong, they're really annoying, and they're immune to CC, right? So since they're so tanky and so annoying, you just have to go target kill them while they use their abilities and beat you up. I myself have no problem with the new Xmas units because, I mean, I kind of expected Warframe to do something like this, but hey, whatever. A lot of other people really don't like it. It does make the game definitely a lot harder because of all these CC immune units that take so much damage to be killed, right? So you're like a general weaker type AoE CC attacks aren't really going to do much damage to them. They're just kind of tickling them. So you're like, oh crap, I have to go target kill this, or else all of the Xmas units are start going to pile up on me, right? They're going to beat you up and you are not going to have a good day. So a lot of people don't really like that, right? I've seen a ton of people be like, hey, I used to be able to, you know, do all this pretty easily, but now with all the new Xmas units, like they just take so much damage without having any CC affect them whatsoever. It's just such a big problem to deal with them, right? So hey, maybe Xmas units will get changed around more, maybe they won't. It is hard to say. There's a lot of different types of them now, so hey, we'll wait, we'll see. The next thing, people are furious about the Void Dash Void Sling changes. Void Dash was one of the faster teleporting abilities, right? You go into operator mode, you just zip, zoop, zap, zoop, zoop everywhere, right? Very fast, very efficient, cool, great. It was replaced with Void Sling, which was a slower, very similar type ability where you go forward based on the little marker you shoot forward into the air. Void Dash, though, was actually every direction. You could go like omnidirectional. It was perfect, beautiful. But Void Sling, you can only go forward. A lot of people didn't like that change, right? And so far, it seems like that's one of the bigger complaints around the Void Dash Void Sling change. Originally, Void Sling was actually a lot smaller, a lot shorter, did a lot less range, right? I think it got a 30% range increase and a speed increase as well. So that put it, I would say, more on the level of old Void Dash, but I mean, it's still not omnidirectional, so it probably will still annoy a good chunk of people. I thought this was like a pretty minimal type of issue, but I guess a lot of people are so used to Eidolon hunting and are so used to all of the Void Dash mechanics and directional changes. I'll probably mess with them a lot, but we'll see if they change it up more or if it's just going to change or stay, I should say, this way. I don't mind it now. It is a lot better, but hey, we'll see. There were a ton of focus tree changes, which means people will have to play the game differently. And when that happens, people just kind of get annoyed, right? They have to refigure out an entire meta around a focus tree. People thought that the new changes around the damage for your like void damage with that one tree, was it like Madurai? I can't fully remember, so sorry. They thought the new changes to that, it was like what, 2000% damage, amp damage for 8 seconds. They thought that would be terrible. Turns out, nah, it's still pretty good. People can still do 6x3 Eidolons, and everyone can still destroy everything. Did take a little bit of time to take a look at the focus trees, right? Figure out how you have to play and have to build, but I mean, people can take a look at something like that, you know, throw a build together and get everything figured out pretty well, usually in a day, because that's just how it goes. People who've spent their life Eidolon hunting, they know what they're up to, right? People who've spent their life taking a look at certain focus trees, they know what is up, right? So they're generally just chilling, having fun with that. And people can kill Void Angels pretty much instantly. People can kill Eidolons very quickly. So yeah, it looks like the new focus tree changes overall were a good thing, but people were still kind of annoyed with all of the new ability changes, right? Instead of Void Dashing for ability use, you have 1 and 2 on your operator. So people are a little ticked about that. There's no more melee Void Blast. It just swaps your operator into your Warframe, right? Fast transference, if you will. People, some people like that, some people hate that. I mean, I like it. I'm glad they changed it up. A little interesting, but a lot of people, again, just don't like change, so they're gonna be kind of mad about that. Hey, we'll see, we'll see. They're not gonna change that back, I don't assume, and I don't think they ever will for most of these, right? They're just gonna, like, fix up, make it a little better. Things aren't gonna be getting reverted. Don't expect that anytime soon, right? Because, no, they put a lot of time into all of these changes. If anything, they'll fix them up and make them better. The next one people have been having issues with is the Angels of the Zariman tile set and area. It is one tile set, and it's pretty big, but other than that, it's one map, right? They are kind of annoyed, right? This big new area in theory, but in actuality, hey, we get a new map with a bunch of new game modes, and that's it. It's, in my opinion, still a good chunk of stuff. We're still waiting on more. There's going to be more updates, but people aren't happy that we only got one tile set. I think it makes sense that we only got one tile set, because a lot of the general tiles just rotate around and change around, but there could be more diversity in all of the rooms, right? There could be more big and small rooms that get swapped around each time, okay? It doesn't have to be the exact same tile set, just swapped around a little bit. There is a lot of, like, a good chunk of variation, don't get me wrong. I think there could be a lot more. The variation is always, like, mainly with how things are spawned in, where they lead, where the void plumes are spawned, and all of the little items are spawned. Those are, like, the big differences people see. But, hey, people are annoyed about the one tile set. The tile set, luckily, is beautiful. It's really great. It has a great aesthetic, but people just wanted more. Maybe we'll get more with the next update. We'll have to see, right? We'll have to see for the next Angels of the Zariman 1.1, right? People are also sad and mad that the quest was so short, right? The lore we got for Holdfast was cool and interesting. There just wasn't a whole lot of it. It was pretty small. A nice 30-minute quest, which was... The new quest was a little bit of lore, but mainly it was there just to introduce to you all of the new game modes that they have with the Zariman. So I think people are still hoping we'll get more Holdfast lore questing type stuff with the next future updates and, you know, just in general. But, I mean, with Warframe, they might throw some stuff, they might not. It's never really too known to say. It's kind of like, hey, we wait, and if we get more lore, cool. If we don't, I cry every time, right? I too would like more lore around Holdfast because I was checking out all the ARG stuff, and it was really fun, right? With our angel, Kira, RIP, right? All of the stuff there. It was nice, okay? It was nice. Daily reminder, if you like the video, want to support the channel, like, comment, check out any social medias, use Epic Game Store creator code PUPSKIRT, any of that if you want, right? And I think the biggest problem with the update was that it was just so buggy. Like, the update was insanely buggy. And that is not good for the first, like, 2, 3, 4 days, week even. Like, not getting C-drop rotation drops, not having proper drop rates for big Warframe, new Warframes and weapons. The new Warframe, Gyre herself, had a huge bugged drop rate. Like, that is just not good. It's not at all good or acceptable. Like, the game-breaking bugs like that should really be sorted out and hopefully fixed either day one or before it gets released. Like, most MMOs have figured out how to do that by now. It just seems like Warframe's always been behind, right? They've always had a great game. It's just like the game's a little slow, you know? It's a little stupid. So it's kind of rough. It's always so buggy. Missions couldn't be completed. Angels wouldn't be killed. Drops weren't having any sort of giving. Like, they just weren't being given. The drops just weren't given out. It was crazy. And then acolytes and items and whatnot, things weren't spawning. So the bugs were really bad. Luckily, after like the first 2 weeks, it got mainly all fixed up. There's still like more minor bugs, but all of that's now more okay. But it's just rough having that as like the first week or two release when most people will play it. And looking at Warframe, like, it's calmed down a lot more after the update again. Because people just got seemingly so sad and pissed off about all of the bugs that they just ran away. So, hey, the last thing I wanted to talk about was no mention of crossplay or cross-save. I am just fine with this because I'm waiting until the TennoCon or an official announcement, but people are freaking out every single time DE posts or talks about anything about crossplay or cross-save. I think DE's going crazy. Like, I don't care about this one. Like, this is like, oh god, DE, I feel bad for them. Every single post on Twitter, Instagram, like YouTube, Facebook, anytime they post anything, there's just so many comments yelling about crossplay and cross-save. It's like there's no progress that can be like really reported. They're not going to constantly be like, hey, this little thing's been fixed, we figured this out. People might want that, but guess what? When they started doing that, people just freaked out more and asked more about cross-save. So at this point, nothing can be solved, right? It's just insanity of them trying to get all that done as people freak out about it. And when there is information, you will hear information, right? There will be a big video titled Warframe crossplay, cross-save crossplay confirmed, and then the date, right? It's gonna happen. You just have to wait. I have to wait. We all have to wait for the big Warframe crossplay, cross-save resurgence. It should help the game, hopefully bring more people in, but you never know, right? You just never know. Anyways, that's it for this. I just wanted to talk about the loveliness, which is why does everyone hate this new Warframe update for whatever reason. So that is it. Thank you all. Check out all my socials, like, comment, and sub, and I will see you next time. Peace.